Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I wanted to come on today and give you all my results for week 1 of the ketogenic diet and some experiences that I had while doing it. If you are not familiar with the ketogenic diet, basically you are teaching your body to run off of your body fat as opposed to what your body naturally does and runs off of carbs. So I am not any expert on this diet. This is my first week completing the keto diet. So anything that I'm telling you is going to be my personal experiences and not something that I recommend that you all do, but I'm just giving you my experience and my results with keto. So basically, a little bit of my background. I have, for the most part, struggled with weight my whole life. I did lose about 70 pounds in 2012, and I was able to keep that weight off up until the point that I got pregnant with my daughter. So I got pregnant with her in 2015. During that pregnancy, I did gain about 50 pounds, and after having her, I lost about 20 to 25 pounds, and then that's basically where the weight loss stopped. After that, I gained more weight. Not even a year, I would say, after having her, I did start taking phentermine, which, if you're not familiar with phentermine, the effects that it did have on me, it's basically an appetite suppressant, and it gives you a lot of energy. So with taking that, I lost about 30 pounds, and then I got pregnant with my second baby, my son, and I had him on March 1st of this year, so we are in May 23rd right now. During that pregnancy, I gained another 50 pounds, and afterwards, I lost about 30 pounds on my own, and then that brings us to where we are now with me starting the keto diet. So I'm looking down because I have some notes here. With the keto diet, these are my experiences from the first week because I'm only 1 week out basically. So the first day was the hardest day for me. And I think that's kind of natural with any diet that you choose to do. The first day just tends to be the hardest because your body's getting acclimated to a new way of eating and you're doing things that your body's not used to you doing. So first day for me was hard. I didn't think much of it. The second day was a little bit easier, and part of the reason I think the second day was easier was because I was more prepared as far as meal planning and meal prep and snacks and things that I brought to work. So I made sure that I had the food that I needed and things that I could eat because I didn't want to not have anything to eat and maybe be tempted to go into a vending machine or something like that. So I was a lot more prepared the second day. That made it easier. Third day, I will say, I felt pretty bad. I was very, very dizzy, and probably the middle to the end of the day, I got a headache. So while I was researching keto diet, I did hear something about a keto flu, and I thought maybe that was what was going on with me. Sorry. So I just didn't think too much of it, and I did up my water intake that day because I did read that it's very important to keep your body hydrated, which is kind of common sense, but even more so as you start the first week. So I did up my water intake. The next day I felt a ton better. It was like night and day. The fourth day of this, I had so much more energy. I was really focused, and my appetite was suppressed. I was not hungry. I didn't have cravings. I had to kind of remind myself to actually eat lunch at work. So that for me was the plus. This day was actually the day that I did do a keto test strip as well. So if you're not familiar with the keto test strips, basically they come in a little tube. Well, the ones that I took came in a little tube, and there's a grading scale on the side of the tube. So basically it goes from like 0, and that's like a tan color of your body's not in ketosis at all, to like a dark plum where there's a large amount. So I fell about in the moderate range, which was like a mauve color. So for me, that was good. And I just felt like with the way that I was feeling, having more energy, my appetite being suppressed, and I was tracking my weight loss at this point. So losing weight and having that test strip come back that I was in ketosis, I did find that for me was a good thing, and especially because I had read prior to taking the strips that they're not very accurate or reliable. So I thought mine was pretty accurate. Um, After that fourth day, everything else just kind of fell into place. I started having similar experiences that I had that fourth day. So my fifth, sixth, and seventh day were all the same. Appetite was suppressed, having more energy, having more focus. And I will say for any new moms, and once again, I'm not telling anyone to do what I'm doing or, recommending it, but I'm just giving you my experiences. One thing that I was concerned about was milk supply, because I am breastfeeding, and I can say that I did not notice any kind of anything happening with my milk supply. I wasn't producing less milk. I produced about the same that I always had, so that is not a concern for me anymore. So if I could suggest anything to anyone looking to try this diet, the one thing that I would suggest is keeping it simple as far as your meals are concerned. I did try one recipe online that I found for a keto chili. It was pretty good, minus the fact that it had you to leave half of the fat from the meat in the chili, which was not appealing to me at all. And I kind of know better, so I don't know why I did that. I did end up, as I was eating it, draining it out because it was just too much. Other than that, I kind of kept the things that I ate that week very simple, kind of ate the same things multiple days, just because that was what was easiest for me. So keeping it simple definitely worked for me. Also, Google was my best friend. At the very beginning, I kind of was overthinking the whole thing, and I was like, I don't know what I can eat. I don't know what this keto diet is about. But if I had a question about something, I just Google it. So Google was my best friend. Don't be afraid to do that. Keeping it simple. If you all are interested in seeing the rest of my journey and my weekly updates, please subscribe. My next video is probably going to be what I ate the first week, kind of giving you all a step-by-step of my everyday. So if you're interested in seeing that, please subscribe as well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.